Okay, I just pulled up the command prompt and I typed Python thinking because I already installed Python that this might work, that I could run Python from the command line. But what happened was it gave me this window here and it said get Python. And I clicked the button. Now it still shows get after I clicked it. But after about 20 seconds or 30 seconds, I got a little message over here and it said Python has been installed. So I don't know why I need to click it again. I probably don't have to. So I'll just leave it. I won't click it again. But that's what happened. So let's see. Now I'll retype Python and see what happens. Maybe. Oh, so it worked. So I clicked. So once again, I just pulled up the command. Let me close this and show you what I did again. So I just went to here and typed command prompt. And I had this. Now I already installed Python. I downloaded it and I installed it. I think I probably have a couple versions because I did it a couple different ways. One was I went to the Python web page and downloaded it. And then I did it another way also, and even actually a third way. So I thought I had it in here, but for some reason, when I do this from the command prompt, it doesn't know that I had it here, and it wants me maybe to install, from the Windows App Store. There's, I guess, the version there. So that's what I did. I just typed Python and hit enter, and then it brought that get Python, and I clicked it. Now, though, I can actually use Python because I did get it. And so now if I type this, it gives me, this is now, I'm in Python. So it sort of says this stuff, but when you see this kind of triple prompt here, triple arrow prompt here, I guess that means we're in Python. Maybe, yeah. Okay, so like if I type a Python command, like print is a command. You have to use brackets around something with the print. But anyway, if I type that, and then if you want to print out some text, you have to put it in quotation marks. So I'll just print out hello there, APU. Okay, so like that, and then you have to close the brackets. So this is a Python command. It wouldn't normally work, if I just type that somewhere. Not going to do anything. But now that I'm running Python, it will respond as though this is a Python command. So all this is going to do is print these words, hello there, APU. And not too exciting, but it does do it. Okay, now I guess to get out of here, you either use the word quit or exit, I'm not really sure, or maybe even Q. Let's see what happens if I type Q. It probably won't work. No, doesn't like that. How about if I type quit? Doesn't like that. If I use, I guess, this, I could quit. Or it tells me also, I could use Control Z. So, of course, all of this is in Windows. I'm just talking about Windows right now. But what if I type exit? Now, that's not going to work either, I guess, because there's no brackets there. But I wonder if but I could type exit with the brackets, or quit with the brackets, or I guess just Control Z. So I won't do Control Z because you can't see me doing that. I'll just try exit and like that. So it brought me back to the control prompt. Okay? So again, if I want to go back into Python, I can just type again Python, and then I can start typing Python commands. Now what I mean by that is, like, if I just go into Microsoft Word here, and I type in that, what did I type? Print, hello, APU, students, right? And of course, Microsoft Word doesn't understand Python. It's not going to do anything when I hit return here. Of course, we don't expect it to do anything. But Microsoft, because Microsoft Word doesn't have Python in it, so it doesn't do anything. Of course, I hit the Enter key, and it just goes to the next line. It doesn't understand this language. This is language that Python understands, but you can't use this language in Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word doesn't understand Python. But so let me close this. But since I installed Python, remember I said I installed Python, now, and if I go into Python, which I guess once again I go like this, and then now I go into Python, then if I type that same, what was that? I wonder if I can copy and paste this. Let's see. By the way, it's a little tricky to work in this command prompt. So if I right click on this, there's no copy. Watch, I right click, nothing happened, except I just lost the highlighting there. But actually, I think it might have, if you just highlight something, and then I think click enter maybe, I think it actually copies it. Let's see, if I paste, no, that didn't work. Let's see, there's some way, let's see. Okay, I'll just right click on it. Let's see, now I'll right click here. Yeah. So I right clicked on this after I highlighted it, and then right click down here, and it actually copied and pasted it, I guess. So you can see anyway that I'm in this Python thing. So now when I type this, Python understands this, and we're in Python now. So as opposed to when I did it with Microsoft Word, no, it didn't understand anything. So it didn't do anything when I hit return. But here when I do return, it does do something. It doesn't do very much. It just prints that out. Now I think you can also do this with Python 2 plus 5. Let's see. Yeah. So of course if I did that in Microsoft Word, I said 2 plus 5 is not going to give me 7 back. But since I'm using Python, Python understands this thing as a statement, and it does something with it. Okay? So anyway, we're in the Python programming environment when we install Python at the command line, and then after we do that, if we type Python like I did here, then we're in the Python programming environment. Then we can type 2 plus 7, and it will understand. Now once more, let me go exit. And so I'm going to exit the Python programming environment. Now if I type 2 plus 7, I'm not in the Python programming environment anymore. You don't see these triple brackets here, you just see this. And if I type 2 plus 5, nothing good is going to happen. I'm going to say it doesn't know what that means.